Welcome back, friends, to another reading for the collective. My name's Ross, and I post these readings every Tuesday and Thursday. Today's reading is coming with a little bit of extra spice. We got the full moon, we got the lunar eclipse, and Mercury retrograde is in full swing. So, whew, there's a lot going on. So, let's see what the cards have to say about that and about whatever it is that brings you here today. Like we always do, I invite you to take 3 conscious breaths, focusing on the situation, whatever it is, whatever is up for you that you'd like a little bit more insight into, or just another way of looking at things. I don't presume to know the future. I barely know the present, and I am just offering a different way of looking at things. So, holding that intention, holding that question, holding whatever it is that is alive in you. And we'll breathe into that, breathing in and breathing out, letting a little sound come out as you do. And 2 more times, breathing in and breathing out. And last time, breathing in and out. So let's see what the cards have to say. They feel like they are eager today. Did that rhyme? I think it did. That's what we got there. Ooh, 1, 2, 3, 4. I think that's a good place to start. Yeah. So let's see what we got. I might want to break this down into current situation and the future, or this might be a glimpse at whatever is up right now. We'll just take this one at a time because that's more fun. Ooh, the devil reversed. Ho, ho, ho. Now, there is no bad card. I just want to show this upright so you can see. Even cards like the devil or the tower, they always have a more equitable way of looking at them. And here's what's coming through right now. You might be looking out at the world and seeing a lot of devilishness. You might see a lot of stuff that folks are equating with Satanism, with evilness. And I maintain this might be controversial, but I maintain that Satanism isn't the real problem. I'm not saying there isn't demonic things happening in the world, or that the folks who are in control haven't been influenced by demonic forces, but it's not Satanism. Satanism is, from my understanding, very nature based, very much not. If you were a Satanist, you wouldn't be doing what the powers that be are doing. Let's just leave it at that. So the devil coming up, but it is reversed. When we see the devil upright, I like to think of it not so much as anything evil or devilish, but just the idea of, oh, I completely lost it. Decadence. Thank you. We look at these 2 characters here, and although they are chained, they aren't chained tightly. These, I hope you can see that. These chains around their necks, they are quite loose. They could swap them out at any time and just walk away from this. It is reversed though. And so right now what's coming through is maybe there isn't anything in your life that you want to chain yourself to. Maybe there is a lack of interest or a lack of vitality. And that's a sad place to be, almost as sad as my little incense going out here. These were a gift from my partner when she was in New Mexico, Arizona. And I think they're just a perfect little incense to have here during these readings. So we could say something is blocking you from finding that thing to chain yourself to. And this could lead itself into obsession, and it'll be interesting to see what the other cards are. But there's that quote that says something like, find what you love and let it kill you. That's where it sounds like you are. That's where it feels like you are. That you're trying to find something to love, to let it kill you, to let it consume you. Again, not saying it's devil worship or anything like that. It's just something of the world that you can put your spiritual gusto behind. Wheel of Fortune keeps on turning. Be interesting if we get all major cards here. Uh, Devil is 15. The wheel is 10. The wheel's always turning. Even if you feel like you're blocked from coming up with that thing to which to devote yourself, the thing of which to devote yourself. You get what I'm saying. There have been times in the past that you have been devoted to things. Maybe, now I'm going to speak from my own experience. In my younger and more formative years, I was very devoted to going out every weekend and drinking and partying and that whole kind of lifestyle. And I love that version of me. I wish him nothing but peace, love, and happiness, the same way that I wish you folks peace, love, and happiness at the end of every one of these readings. But as the wheel of your life turns, as you continue to grow, some of those things fall away. There are other places that you want to place your attention. There are other places where you want to invest your energy into. And I think it's interesting here with the devil coming up first that we have the snake here and this kind of jackal-esque character right here. Reminds me of wasn't there a cat on Courage the Cowardly Dog that kind of looks like this guy? Comment below if you remember Courage. The snake, the snake over here in the creation myth, of the Christian creation myth, I should say, that was Lucifer, the devil in disguise, offering knowledge, offering a different way of seeing things, kind of like how the tarot or any kind of divination tool is just a different way of seeing things, of peering beyond the veil to see what is beyond it. Ace of Cups reversed. Yeah, this is speaking to that idea that, whew, yeah, that inner turmoil, that conflict, that if you devote yourself to something in the physical, that somehow that's going to cut you off from the divine flow, which we see as the Ace of Cups, the literal overflowing. And yeah, I get that. I'm going to, speak to myself here. There was a certain point in this journey where I eschewed all of the worldly things. I gave away a lot of my clothing, and I was just thinking about this earlier today. I was able to condense all of my belongings into the back of my or in the into my friend's Honda Civic. All of my belongings, all of my earthly possessions, everything that the past decades of Rossness had been reduced to just these few boxes. But being here on this planet at this time requires you to be in a body. That's what we've agreed to, that's what we've signed up for, and it can be holy. It can be a God given experience. And the thing that I like about the Ace of Cups is that Yes, we can see this as overflow when it's right way up. See, it's literally flowing out. But with it reversed, what happens with that water? It still pours out. You're not as blocked as you think you are. That's the title for the video. You're not as blocked as you think you are. Just because you have to play in society, and I am speaking to myself now, just because you have to play in society or you're being invited to play in society doesn't mean that you have to become the devil. It doesn't mean you have to chain yourself to beliefs that you no longer hold or things that aren't relevant to you. Maybe you did in the past, but the wheel's turning now. The wheel is turning, and you understand and understand that God goes with you wherever you go. And the only thing that's blocking that flow is you and your misbeliefs. Hmm. You've forgotten that you're the star. That's another title. Yeah. And there's even this kind of idea here with the star character pouring out and the water flowing back into the pool that they are pouring into. What do we got here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 stars there, and they are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, so what is that? 64? 64 reduces to 10, which reduces down to 1. I'm just doing some numerology here. Uh, I thought these were all major arcana, but we got the Ace of Cups here. Yeah, this is just speaking to that inner self. Like, yes, we've got the divine pouring down on you, but the reason the divine can pour down on you, the reason the divine wants to pour down on you, that the divine is able to pour down on you, is that you are divine yourself. You are created in the image of your creator. 1221, a situation is reversing. May it be that mindset that you are not somehow connected with your creator, that you are somehow in some way could ever be separate from your source. Nah, son, you are divine just by you being you. Got the ibis up here, relating to the Egyptian god Tot, the god of knowledge, which it said is later becomes Enoch and Metatron, God's secretary, which is just a hilarious thought that God would have a secretary. Uh, yeah, you're the star. You've got it with you. You've got it in you. What is a symbol that the folks can be looking out for that helps them realize this? What is it? What are they looking for? Do we want these? Nah, nah. We're going to give it a little bit more than that. What do the folks need to see? What are they looking for? What's an omen? What is a symbol that can be available to them as they are going about this way? What can they look to? What can be a symbol to remind them of their inner star, of their inner divinity, to remind them that God's going to pour out on them whether they are wanting it or not? It is only a matter of receiving or resisting. It's another title. Okay, so abundance, we got 2 here. Knowledge, tote, what did I just say? And grounded. So maybe anchors are going to be that symbol for you. The lighting is off today. Anchors are going to be the symbol for you. And I even look what we got here. We almost got the Ankh. How about that? 34, another 10, 22, 4. Very auspicious to be that grounded card. Yeah, or maybe here's something you can do. Wherever you are right now, grab whatever the closest book is to you. Like, turn to page 34, turn to page 10, turn to page 22, turn to add up all of these. uh, I'm not going to do that. I went to public school, so math is not right there. But find a book near you, flip to a random page, hold that question, hold this quandary of how can I be of the world and still be holy when so much of the world has been seemingly built on unholiness? How can I do that? And I might do that after we finish up here. I don't have any books nearby. I invite you to do that and see. And remember that you are grounded. Anytime you see an anchor, or maybe you can go get an anchor pendant or talisman and let that be your anchoring here in this world. If you're in the Pittsburgh area, which is where I am, maybe check out Hocus Pocus in Oakland. Paul is a great guy there. If you find any kind of talisman there, ask him to bless it in his singing bowl. It's really powerful stuff, and I might go visit him again this week. I want to finish up with the wisdom of Hafiz because I've been thinking about Hafiz a lot and the people of Iran. Hafiz was a Sufi poet who lived in the 14th century in Persia, which is present-day Iran, in the town of Shiraz. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. And he's got such a beautiful way of looking at his connection with God, with the Creator, instead of seeing it as a father-child relationship or a lord and subject relationship. Hafiz sees the creator as a beloved, as a friend, as someone that you can cry to or be held by on those moments when things seem unbearable and unfair. And I have been thinking of him and the people of Iran a lot as the empirical forces of United States and the genocidal maniacs in Israel launch their attacks. And I know people are celebrating to be free of the supreme leader of Iran, and I'm happy that they are free. I'm just saying that there are other ways of going about achieving these results. And it's like that protest sign that you've probably seen. Bombing for peace is like screwing for virginity, to keep things PG here. So, Hafiz, thank you for your wisdom. Thank you for your way of seeing the world. What's a way that we can offer this to the folks at home? Another way to bring this home to them. Something that I've missed, something that you want to add, a different way of seeing this. Maybe a different talisman or a different symbol that they can look to when they need their assistance. And speaking of assistance, I offer these as assistance every Tuesday and Thursday. Thank you for the comments. I read them all. Thank you for the subscriptions. Thank you for the donations. I really help that. They keep this channel going. Okay. Go. Retreat. And there's a swan. I had a swan come up in my Reiki class this past Saturday, so that's auspicious for me. 31 reduces to 4, same as grounded. So there's a lot of grounding here for you, even if it doesn't feel like it, even if it feels like you're spinning off the wheel. 31. Retreat. Alone in the desert, alone in the woods, alone in the hills, so helped me to see more who we are, and to sing so charmingly the heavens sat in my palm. Now is the time to retreat from an argument, from an outdated belief system, from a dying dream, or even from the noise of the world. Create a safe space for hermitage. Cease all effort. Back away from whatever holds your power hostage right now and seek a shelter for your growing awareness. Wander, hum, rest, go idle. When you let go of what no longer serves you, you can see more clearly who you really are and what next steps are in alignment with your highest good. We're losing light here. Got to this a little bit later today than I'd like to, so I'll leave it there. A lot of the astrology of the time is supporting this idea of letting go of what no longer is you so that that which is you can come out. So we'll leave it there. I thank you for joining us. Be sure to tune in next Tuesday and on Thursday whenever I post these. This is a timeless message, so whenever it finds you, it is relevant for you. And until next time, my friends, I wish you nothing but peace, love, and happiness going forward. Take care.